Welcome to Young Patriots, the heartbeat of African resistance.
A silent war has just been fought in Niger, and hundreds of lives have been saved. While the world looked away, distracted by louder headlines and foreign crises, something deeply human, deeply powerful, was unfolding in the dusty streets of Niamey. Not a war of weapons, but a war of wills. Not one of destruction, but of salvation. A quiet storm brewed and then broke, fueled by courage, coordinated by conviction, and led by a government that has finally said, enough. On the night of July 19th, a bold and heart-wrenching operation shattered one of Niger's darkest networks, drug trafficking that has been poisoning the veins of its youth, stealing their futures one high at a time. In a sweeping late-night crackdown across the capital, 233 individuals were arrested, including 9 women and 5 children, many of them just teenagers. But this isn't just about arrests. No. This is about rescue. It's about a nation that is finally standing between its children and the cliff's edge. It's about a government choosing to fight not just crime, but for the very soul of its people. If you're watching this now, take a moment. Please, hit that like button. This isn't just another video. That click tells YouTube to show this story to more people, to more mothers, to more leaders across Africa and beyond. Let them see what AES, the Alliance of Sahel States, is doing. Let them witness how Africa is rising, clearing its streets, protecting its children, and standing tall without foreign boots on its soil. Because what happened in Niger deserves the world's attention. As the last rays of the July sun dipped below the Sahel skyline, 264 security officers mobilized with the precision of a military campaign, but with the heart of a humanitarian mission. What unfolded was Operation Mayara, the boldest and most deliberate action yet by the government to reclaim the streets from the hands of drug dealers and traffickers. This wasn't a spontaneous act of aggression. It was the result of months of intelligence, planning, and coordination between Niger's Central Office for the Repression of Illicit Drug Trafficking and the Regional Security Council. Behind every move was the unmistakable stamp of leadership, driven by the vision and political will of General Abdurrahmane Chiani, Niger's transitional leader. The same man who told the world Niger would no longer be a playground for foreign interests is now turning inward to cleanse his country from within. With the same fire, the same integrity. The results were staggering. 233 people arrested, a painful number, because it includes children, barely old enough to understand the weight of the path they were walking. These are not just statistics on a report. These are real people. Our people. They are the boys who once dreamed of being doctors, the girls who should have been in school, caught in a trap they never chose, in a war they never knew they were a part of. And now, finally, someone is fighting back for them. The operation deployed 36 vehicles that fanned out across 6 known hotspots in Niamey, neighborhoods where drugs had become as common as bread. The task force found a vehicle packed with drugs, 12 motorcycles used for quick distribution, and dozens of shisha pipes, stained and soaked in chemicals. Alongside these tools of addiction was a grim haul of narcotics, enough to derail hundreds of lives. But this fight didn't stop at the city limits. The operation extended to major highways, where officers stopped public transport drivers and tested them for drugs. Of 92 drivers, 4 tested positive. 3 for THC, cannabis, and 1 for both THC and opioids. These are the people entrusted with moving goods and passengers across long distances, now revealed to be operating under the influence of substances that could have triggered tragedies at any moment. This was not just criminal. It was a national safety crisis, and thanks to this operation, it's one that has been averted. This was more than a raid. It was a declaration of sovereignty, a statement from the AES countries, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, that they will no longer wait for foreign solutions to local problems, that they will act, not ask, lead, not follow. This is the true face of African independence. And hear this from the mouth of an officer involved in the operation. We didn't just come to arrest people. We came to save them. That officer spoke about walking into dens of drug use and seeing children in shisha lounges, eyes glazed over, lost in chemicals. He spoke of mothers who didn't cry when their children were taken. They thanked us. They saw it as the only chance to bring them back. This is not just enforcement. This is a rescue mission, a healing mission. The government now plans to deploy mobile rehab centers in the neighborhoods most affected. Community leaders are being trained to counsel vulnerable youth. Public schools will launch new programs focused on addiction prevention and awareness. Because this government understands, you don't fix broken souls with handcuffs, you fix them with hope. Now pause for a moment, because this is where you come in. If you believe in Africa's future, if you believe our youth deserve protection, if you want to amplify this victory and inspire others to follow it, please click the like button now. Share this video. Leave a comment below. You are not just a viewer. You are a voice, a messenger, a part of this movement. And thanks donations, your comments, your belief in African storytelling, that is what keeps this message alive. You give us the power to report what mainstream media ignores. You give us purpose. What just happened in Niger could happen tomorrow in Lagos, in Accra, in Kinshasa, in Nairobi. This isn't just a Niger story. This is an African story, a continental fight. And Niger is showing us how to win it, with courage, strategy, and local leadership. Let this be a message to international observers, too. Niger is not a failed state. Niger is not lawless. Niger is governing itself, and it is doing so with integrity, with direction, with love for its people. This same government that stood up to foreign military forces is now standing up for its children. Critics once asked, can military governments really lead? The answer is here, in the streets cleaned, in the children saved, in the lives reclaimed. It may not be perfect, but it is real, it is African, and it is working. Residents of Niamey are already seeing change. Elders have praised the cleanup. Community leaders have offered to help. Parents are stepping up, not with anger, but with hope. Because this, right here, is the moment they've been waiting for. The moment someone finally fought for their children. As we close, let's remember, the war isn't over. There is still more to be done, more homes to heal, more children to rescue. But this operation, Operation Mayara, is proof that Africa can do it on its own. We don't need to borrow values or copy models. We have our own strength, our own wisdom, our own path. So if you believe in this movement, like this video, comment where you're watching from. Share this with someone who needs to know that Africa is rising. Let this story spread. From Niamey to Bamako, from Ouagadougou to Johannesburg, from Addis to Freetown, let it echo that we see our children. We fight for them, and we will not let drugs steal them away.
Thank you for standing with us, for standing with the truth, and for standing with President Ibrahim Traoré. In these trying times, your voice is powerful. Don't just watch, be part of the movement. Subscribe to stay updated, share to awaken others, and head to the comment section. Tell us how you feel, what you believe, and what Africa means to you. Together we are louder, together we are stronger. This is Young Patriots TV, and you are the heartbeat of the mission. Thank you.